Hello everyone, I hope you are doing good. Now here I am back with a different concept which is understanding quadrilaterals. This is grade 8 chapter 3 and we are going to discuss about the different properties of quadrilaterals, the introduction and the sum of angles, sum of exterior angles and all these things. This is part 1 for quadrilaterals. I will be uploading another one with the part 2. So here let's start. Now before you understand the quadrilaterals, you should learn the basics of geometry. So if you see here, we are starting with plane. Now what is a plane? And please, we are not talking about aeroplane. So here we are talking about a plane in geometry. A plane is a flat, two-dimensional surface that extends infinitely far. The paper is a model for a plane surface. Okay, so here you can see a picture also. Then what is a plane curve? When we join a number of points without lifting a pencil and without retracing, that is called a plane curve. Here you can see a small figure of a plane curve. Now there are some different examples for a curve. There are different types of curve basically. So if you see here, one is a simple open curve. So this is a simple open curve, right? You can see this is open. Then at number 2, we have a simple closed curve. This is a curve, simple, and it is completing a circle, right? Not simple curve. Now this third number is not simple curve. Now what does it mean? That it is not a simple curve. Means in this one, if you see, it is crossing itself. So a curve which crosses itself is not a simple curve. Then at fourth place, we have a closed curve that is not simple. Now this is again a not simple curve, but it is closed. So these are different types of curves. Now we are coming to the main topic, which is polygons for this chapter. So what is a polygon? A simple closed curve made up of only line segments. Please remember, there are different things, very important things. It should be simple, it should be closed, but it should be made up of only line segments. So you can see here, these curves are polygons. They are all simple and closed, and these curves are not polygons. This is not a simple one, and this is again not a simple one, crossing itself, and this is not closed. This is open. This is classification of polygons. So now you can see there are different types of polygons, and they are being named according to the number of sides they have. Like a triangle, it has 3 sides. A quadrilateral, 4 sides. Pentagon, 5 sides. Hexagon, 6 sides. Heptagon, 7 sides. Octagon, 8 sides. Nonagon, 9 sides. And a decagon, which has 10 sides. Now we are doing diagonal. A diagonal is a line segment connecting two non-consecutive vertices of a polygon. Two non-consecutive vertices means the vertices should be not coming one after another. Okay, so now like you see here, a triangle has 3 sides, right, and 0 diagonals, because you cannot connect two non-consecutive vertices here in a triangle. Then a quadrilateral, it has 4 sides and 2 diagonals. Then a pentagon, it has 5 sides and 5 diagonals. Hexagon has 6 sides and 9 diagonals. So when we compare all of them, we come to a conclusion that number of diagonals in a polygon is n into n minus 3 divided by 2. Then we are coming to interior and exterior of a polygon. Now the word itself tells you that interior means inside the curve or any figure, and exterior means outside it. And this is the boundary of the any curve or figure. So the interior has a boundary. Does exterior have a boundary? That question arises. So if this is the exterior of this curve, does it have any boundary? Please think about it. Now we are coming to the next thing, which is regular and irregular polygon. So a regular polygon is actually, it is both equiangular and equilateral. Means the angles, they are supposed to be equal and the sides also are supposed to be equal. So that's why your square is a regular polygon but rectangle is not. Why? Because square has all the sides equal but rectangle has only opposite sides equal. Now these all are regular polygons and these are irregular polygons. Here you can see angles are equal but sides are not equal. Here sides are equal but angles are not equal. And here in this case neither sides are equal nor angles are equal. Then very important concept, convex and concave polygon. This is something where children get confused most of the time. So please pay attention here. Polygons that are convex have no portion of their diagonals in their exterior. This is one of the, the basic thing in a convex polygon, that no diagonal should be lying outside the figure, right? And every interior angle is less than 180 degree in convex polygon. Each of the interior angles should be less than 180 degree. Now see here we have taken an example of pentagon. So if you look at this figure, all interior angles are less than 180 degree. Whereas in this case, you can see this angle which is being marked by red is more than 180 degree. It is a reflex angle. And about the diagonal thing also you can see, when you draw this line, you can see this is lying outside the figure. And you will always see this kind of a dent in a concave polygon. So you can identify using this kind of a dent also. Then angle sum property of a quadrilateral. The sum of interior angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. Why? Because you know that this kind of quadrilateral, if you take, this is being divided into two triangles, right? And you have already studied that the angle sum of a triangle is 180 degree. So if there are two triangles, it means 180 degree plus 180 degree, which makes 360 degree. Now we are talking about sum of interior angles of a polygon. In the previous one, we were talking about a quadrilateral only. Now we are talking about a polygon. So as you have seen that a quadrilateral can be divided into triangles, similarly each polygon can be divided into some minimum number of triangles. Okay, so we can multiply it with 180 degree to get the sum of interior angles of a polygon, as we did it in the case of quadrilateral. Now here are some examples. Like if you see a triangle, it has three sides and one triangle only, so 180 degree. Now when we are talking about quadrilateral, it was shown to you in the previous slide also. Here also you can see it has two triangles, so 2 into 180, 360. Then when we are talking about pentagon, it is divided into three triangles. And how many sides it has? 5. So 3 into 180 degree. Then hexagon, it has 6 sides and it is divided into 4 triangles. So what relation can you identify here? That number of triangles in a polygon, it is always 2 less than the number of sides. You can see in case of heptagon also. 7 is the sides, number of sides, and 5 is the triangles, right? So this is a generalization that if a polygon which has n sides, the number of triangles it will have n minus 2. So n minus 2 into 180 degree. So here we are coming to a formula that sum of interior angles of a polygon is n minus 2 into 180 degree. Now we are talking about sum of exterior angles of a polygon, right? Sum of measure of exterior angles of a polygon is always 360 degree. Now you have to understand this and you have to identify it that sum of interior angles of a polygon changes, but sum of exterior angles of a polygon does not change. Now which are the exterior angles? Now see here in this triangle, if you see angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, they are exterior angle, right? And in this figure, which is a quadrilateral, angle 1, angle 2, angle 3 and angle 4, they are exterior angle. And sum of exterior angles of a polygon is always 180 degree. Now here always remember, like suppose if you are taking a triangle, you are going to take 3 exterior angle, 1 on each vertex. Similarly, in case of quadrilateral, you can see 1 exterior angle on each vertex is taken. So if it has 4 sides, you will take 4 exterior angle. If it has 5 sides, you will take 5 exterior angles. Now here comes for regular polygon. If the sum of exterior angles of a polygon is always 360 degree, so what could be the exterior angle, one exterior angle of a regular polygon? So how can we find? It is simply 360 by n, because we have just discussed that how many angles you are going to take? N angles, n exterior angles in n-sided polygon. So if you want to find out the measure of each exterior angle, you can simply divide it by n, right? Because in a regular polygon, all the angles are equal. So you can see here, in case of a triangle, right? Because sum of the exterior angle is 360. So equilateral triangle, it has all interior angles as 60, 60, 60. Obviously, the exterior angle will be 120 because they are making linear pair, right? 60 plus 120, 180 degree. So you can see three exterior angles, 120, 120, 120. This is proved here. Similarly, in a square, which is a regular polygon, each angle is 90. So if interior angle is 90, exterior angle is also 90 degree because linear pair. So 90 plus 90 plus 90 plus 90, 360. And 360 divided by 4, which is number of sides here, is 90 degree, right? Similarly, in this case of a pentagon, it is a regular polygon, right? So interior angle is 108. You can find out using linear pair the exterior angle. And you will be taking 5 exterior angles in case of a pentagon. That's why 72 degree. 360 divided by 5 is 72. Thank you very much. I hope you like my video, and if you're liking it, please do subscribe my channel, and I will be coming up with the next part of the same chapter, which is kinds of quadrilateral. Thank you so much.